Welcome back to Why American Are Struggling to Get Ahead series. If you haven't already done so, please listen to part one and part two of the series before listening to part three. Before we get started, please subscribe to the channel so we can continue to discuss personal finance and personal development. As a reminder, this channel is for information purpose only and does not provide legal or financial advice. If you need legal or financial advice, please contact an attorney or financial advisor. Let's continue with part three. Reason number seven, the job market is changing faster than many workers can adapt. The seventh reason is the changing job market. Artificial intelligence, automation, outsourcing, and digital platforms are transforming work. This does not necessarily mean that every job will disappear, but the tasks inside many jobs are changing. Accounting is changing, customer service is changing, marketing is changing, manufacturing is changing, technology is changing, transportation, finance, healthcare, and education are changing. The employee who understands how to use new technology may not be replaced by the technology, but that employee may replace someone who refuses to learn it. For decades, many Americans believed that loyalty to one company would provide long-term security, work hard, remain loyal, receive promotions, and eventually retire with a pension. That model is much less common today. Companies restructure, departments are relocated, positions are outsourced, businesses merge, new leadership arrives with a new strategy. An employee can be highly rated and still lose a job because the company eliminates the entire function. That means a job should be treated as an income source, not as a permanent guarantee. Your job title belongs to your employer. Your skills belong to you. That is an important distinction. A title can disappear, a department can close, a company can fail, but transferable skills can move with you. Workers need abilities that can be demonstrated and monetized. That may include data analysis, artificial intelligence tools, sales, project management, healthcare expertise, financial reporting, cybersecurity, skilled trades, communication, or leadership. The challenge is that learning new skills requires time and energy. A person working two jobs may not have time to attend evening classes. A parent facing childcare costs may not be able to complete a certification. Someone carrying heavy debt may be afraid to accept a lower paying entry position in a more promising field. So financial pressure makes adaptation necessary, but that same pressure can make adaptation more difficult. Reason number eight, lifestyle inflation is absorbing every raise. Not every problem is caused by the economy. Some problems are created by the way we respond when our income increases. Lifestyle inflation happens when spending increases every time income increases, you receive a raise. So you purchase a more expensive vehicle, you receive a bonus. So you take a more expensive vacation. You receive a promotion, so you move into a larger house. Your income increases, but your expenses quickly rise to meet it. A few months later, the new salary feels exactly like the old salary. This is why a household can earn six figures and still live paycheck to paycheck. The problem is not always low income. Sometimes the problem is that the lifestyle expands until it consumes everything. American culture often teaches people to display income rather than build wealth. A luxury vehicle is visible, a large home is visible, designer clothing is visible, an expensive vacation is visible, but a fully funded emergency account is invisible. A retirement account is invisible. A paid off mortgage is invisible. Ownership in a small business is often invisible. Financial security rarely receives applause because other people cannot see it. Social media makes this pressure stronger. You see someone's new vehicle, but you do not see the 84-month loan. You see the vacation, but you do not see the credit card balance. You see the remodeled kitchen, but you do not see the home equity loan. You see the successful business, but you may not see the years of sacrifice or the failed attempts that came first. This does not mean you should never enjoy your money. Money should support a meaningful life, but every purchase has an opportunity cost. A $900 vehicle payment could have funded a retirement account. A $15,000 vacation could have created an emergency reserve. The question is not whether an expensive purchase is always wrong. The question is whether the purchase is more important than the future freedom you are giving up. Reason number 9, too many households own too few productive assets. The 9th reason may be the most important. Too many households depend entirely on labor income while owning very few productive assets. Labor income is money you receive for working. You exchange your time, energy, and knowledge for a paycheck. Asset income comes from ownership. Assets may include retirement accounts, diversified investments, real estate, business ownership, intellectual property, or interest-bearing savings. There are limits to labor. You only have 24 hours in a day. You can only work so much overtime. Your health and energy create limits. Your family responsibilities create limits. At some point, you cannot continue selling more hours. Assets create the possibility of participating in economic growth without depending entirely on additional labor. That does not mean investments are guaranteed. It does not mean business ownership is easy. It means ownership gives your money the opportunity to work alongside you. Consider 2 households. Both earn $100,000 per year. The first household spends almost everything. It carries credit card debt and large vehicle payments. The second household lives below its income. It maintains an emergency reserve. It contributes consistently to retirement accounts and diversified investments. At the beginning, the 2 households appear similar. Their incomes are identical. But after 10 or 20 years, their financial situations may be completely different. One household may own hundreds of thousands of dollars in productive assets. The other may still depend on the next paycheck. This is why a high salary does not automatically create wealth. Income provides the opportunity to build wealth. Ownership converts that opportunity into long-term financial progress. A strong credit score is useful, but borrowing capacity is not wealth. A large salary is helpful, but a salary is not wealth. A large home may contain equity, but the size of the home does not prove that the household is financially secure. Wealth is what you own minus what you owe. Until income is consistently converted into ownership, a person can work hard for decades without becoming financially independent. These problems are serious. You may not control inflation, you may not control mortgage rates, you may not control healthcare policy or the decisions made by your employer, but you are not powerless. There are decisions you can make that will improve your financial position. Thanks for visiting the channel. Please like and subscribe and check back next week as we dive into solutions.